And we are live on Facebook and we are live on Instagram. My name is Chris-Beth Cowie and I'm the host of Bizgram, the founder of Empowered Facts. We are on a mission to help entrepreneurs be their best self by providing them with lots of opportunities to share their dynamic stories and provide training and development where needed to help them get to that next level. Tammie, I'm super excited to have you on the show today. Welcome. How are you doing this morning?
Listen, I'm so excited to be here. This is so fun. Yes. So normally I interview. So now I get to be interviewed. So I'm on the other side.
Hey, that is awesome. That is super cool. And I look forward to being a part of your show one day as well. So
I remember these things.
Hey, that is awesome. So Tammie, tell us a little bit about your entrepreneurial journey. Who or what inspired you to get started?
Thank you. That's a great question. So first of all, I've done different types of projects over the years, but this newest project is my absolute favorite. And as I say, I work to travel. That is my thing. That is what I do. And of course, with Rona, we ain't going anywhere. I laugh and say that I've been grounded. So I came up with the idea that if I can't go out traveling, traveling will come to me. And right? So what I did was I created this YouTube channel. It's called Tea Time with Tammie. And I literally pretend to live in a different country every week. And so I learned the language, I cook the food, I practice the dance steps, the basic ones anyway. And I try to immerse myself in my host country's culture and really gain knowledge and wisdom and just expand. And this idea of cultural curiosity and what we can learn and realize that we are more alike than we're different. And I think that's the beautiful part. And my entrepreneurial journey is how do I move myself from an IT consultant, which is what I do to pay for my life, to becoming a paid content creator. And that is the journey that I am currently on.
As a content creator, I'm curious about that journey as well. What has it been like in terms of, starting and continuing on your journey?
Well, you know what? The lessons that I've learned, just the whole, because I started with nothing. I knew nothing. I didn't even know how to upload a video onto Instagram. That is how brand spanking new I was. And I just started a little bit by bit to learn and grow and expand. And what I thought I would do for a fun interview today is I'm going to share my screen and I'd like to talk about some 5 tips that I've learned along my journey and incorporate that cultural curiosity in it. So I'll take you along on my entrepreneurial and cultural journey. Well, the first tip that I have is to just start. Just push yourself, completely push yourself outside of your comfort zone. And this first video is the very, very first video that I've ever done. And it's about Poland. I started the idea that I was going to travel to Poland or armchair travel, virtually travel and live in Poland. And the first video I did was me doing a Polish traditional dance. And it's important because this is me being completely vulnerable to the outside world. All right, so I'm just going to play this. This is my very first video. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, ready? 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, go forward. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. See?
I love it. I love it.
And I love this video so much because, as I said, I am a dancer. I'm a ballroom dancer as well. And so the idea of dance doesn't scare me, but the idea of putting myself out there for the world to see was uncomfortable right in the beginning. And I did this, I stretched myself, and now we have just completed 22 countries. Look at that, right? From Poland. Yes.
So tell us, what would you say has been one of your greatest accomplishments on this entrepreneurial journey for you?
For me, and again, as I said, like I have done other entrepreneurial endeavors, but for this particular one, it's not, I'm so proud of not being able or not allowing myself to listen to that doubt. Like I've really practiced living without fear. I fear nothing. I'm not afraid to ask the questions. I'm not afraid to reach out to ask for support. If if I have an idea, I go for it. I say, you know what? I think that would be fun. Let's go talk to that guy in Morocco and do a tour and get a travel agent to take me around Morocco. And from concept to execution, and the ability to harness that courage and harness that fearlessness is what I'm so proud of. And sometimes I look back at my own show, I look back at my videos, and I'm like, oh yeah, you know what, Tammie, I recreated an Adidas Mercato. It's from Ethiopia. I think I pronounced that wrong, but basically an Ethiopian market. And I created an Ethiopian market and then sold some Ethiopian product because, and I love that. So to create something in my mind and be able to fearlessly move forward to making it happen is one of the most precious and most rewarding experiences, and one that I'm most happy and proud of.
Tell us a little bit more about, being a content creator. What does that entail? And for somebody that is considering stepping into that space, how is it done in an effective, in a way that they can go from ideation to starting to generate revenue from that business model?
Well, one of the very first things that I did, and you had to, at first, everything is a lot of fun, and I do enjoy the process. But at some point, that business mind also has to kick in as well. And that's when we talk about the journey to being a content creator. So first, the very first thing that I did was to seek out mentors or people who are further along in the journey than I am. So for example, right now there is a YouTuber who's a content creator, which basically that entails branded work. That entails, so basically if I get a product, I can do the video and talk about it, and then any sales from that, this affiliate marketing, I can get revenue from that, from people viewing my show, that I can get paid from that. I also have later on, like I have a lemonade business, which is called Traveling Lemonade. And that was pre-COVID, but basically every lemonade is inspired by a culture from a different country. So later on, I can bring those products in, and they're all interrelated. So there's an overall picture of where you're going to generate revenue from in different sources. And I always say something, you go as far as you can see, and then when you get there, you'll see further. But the biggest thing that I've done right now is to find a mentor, and it doesn't have to be someone physical, that is further along. So for example, there is a YouTuber, she's Megan Moon, and I love this woman. Oh my gosh, love this woman. And she has thousands, hundreds of thousands of subscribers. She started her journey 10 years ago. And, we're very similar. She's in Korea and she's immersing herself in Korean culture. I plan to go to Asia, Japan, and live there and immerse myself in that culture. And that's a goal for probably next year or a year after. And, she has a supportive Korean husband. I have a very supportive Vietnamese wife. We're the same. But what I was able to do was to see how she markets, because she's doing the same thing I want to do. How does she structure her videos? How does she blend in that affiliate marketing? And she's somebody that I can look at, study. I'm not her, she's not me, but I can be inspired by her and practice and use that as a motivator and as a just inspiration to move me towards where I want to be, because that to me is like a roadmap that she's paved the way for.
I want to just say from our team here at Empowered Facts to your team at Tea Time with Tammie, we're sending you out with lots of love and positivity for today and beyond. And know that let's travel the globe together.
Where do you want to go, right? Where do you want to go? We can go anywhere. That's the beauty of the world.
And for our viewers, thank you so much for being here with us. See you next time, 11:30, our daily show, Bizgrams, bringing on dynamic entrepreneurs like Tammie to share their entrepreneurial path and their lessons that they've learned. And Tammie, we're wishing you all the best. Take care.
I love it. Thank you so much, everyone. Goodbye.